Everyone, my name is Anna and I'll be teaching you science for this school year. The book I'll be using for science is this one, the green book. It's Science Awareness and Investigative Approach. It is a very good book and you will learn a lot from it. Now open your books on page 1. Lesson 1. The name of the lesson is Am I Alive or Not? This lesson is about the difference between living and non-living things. What are living things, what are non-living things, and what is the difference between the two? Here I have this aviad. It is full of all the pictures. The first one is, it says living things can grow. Living things can grow. Anything that can grow from small to big, anything that can move itself, like a cat can move itself, but a chair, wherever a chair is, it will stay there forever unless you come and you move it. So to be a living thing, you should grow big, from small to big. You should be able to move yourself, just like us, just like you. But the pencil that I have, it will not move unless I move it. If I put it there, it will stay there. Because it is not a living thing. It cannot move, it cannot grow itself. Next, eat. Living things can eat. Living things can drink. A chair cannot drink, it cannot eat. It is not a living thing. The last point is living things can breathe. A pencil, a chair, they do not breathe. So what did we learn? The 5 main points. Living things can grow, move, eat, drink, and breathe. These 5 things makes you a living thing. Are animals living things? Yes, they can grow from small to big size, they can move themselves, they eat, they drink, and they breathe. A small kitty grows to become a big cat. Same as a puppy grows to become a dog. So they are living things. Are plants living things? Yes, plants are living things. Why? Because plants can move themselves. They can grow from small to big. They breathe. We do not see them breathe, but they breathe. They eat the food that they make themselves. They take water from the soil and nutrients from the soil. We cannot see that, but they grow themselves. They grow from big to small. So plants are living things, animals are living things, human beings are living things. Why are human beings living things? Because when a baby is born, a baby grows to become a big boy or a big girl. And that girl or boy, they grow to become adults. They eat, they drink, they move themselves. So they are living things. What did we learn till now? Living things can grow, move, eat, drink, and breathe. Now, what are non-living things? What are non-living things? Non-living things are the ones that cannot grow, they cannot eat, they cannot drink, they cannot breathe, and they cannot move themselves. There are a lot of examples here in the picture. A book, if you see when the video started, this book, I placed it here. It is still there. It will never move till I move it. This is a non-living thing. Non-living things need somebody to move them. Same is the case with telephone and the chair, as I explained. Now, a scooter and an aeroplane. They are non-living things, but they move. Then why are they non-living things? Because they can only move. They cannot breathe, eat, drink, or grow. And even when they move, they need somebody to move it. They cannot move themselves. So a car, aeroplane, scooter, they are non-living things. They can move, but we move them. This was all about this aviad. I wanted to explain it to you in detail before I start reading, so that when I start reading, it is easy for you to understand. Now we will start on page 1. We will start the reading of the lesson. Here, this is page 1. I will start here. As I read, I want you to put your finger on every word that I read so that you know which word I am reading and how to pronounce each word. The first line is, we are alive. It means we are alive. We are not dead. A chair is not alive. It is a non-living thing. A chair is not alive. It means it cannot breathe, drink or move. So it is not a living thing. It is a non-living thing. We can move. A chair cannot move. This is all that I just explained to you. So you should be able to understand it. Come down to the next line. We eat and drink. A chair does not eat or drink. Same, whatever I said. Next, we grow. A chair does not grow. We means we human beings grow. A chair does not grow. We breathe. A chair does not breathe. We sleep. A chair does not sleep. Non-living things do not grow and breathe. They do not eat and drink. Many things around us are not alive. Not alive means they are not living things. Because they are not living. If you are not breathing, you are dead. You are not alive. This table is not breathing. It is not alive. If it is not alive, it is not a living thing. After you read this chapter or this page, try to look around and see what around you is a living thing and what is a non-living thing. The chair I am sitting on, the table that I have my books on, these pages, these are non-living things. They cannot move or breathe or eat. The marker on the table, my pencil, the eraser with the pencil. It will be on the pencil till I let it be on the pencil. It cannot move unless I make it move. This is a non-living thing. Try to observe everything, the wall behind you, the blackboard, the whiteboard behind you. This is a non-living thing. There are a lot of living and non-living things around you. Whenever you read about anything, not just this, try to observe all those things around you and learn from it. Turn the page to page 2. I'll start reading this one. All animals are living things. Plants are also living things. They grow and breathe. But we cannot see them breathing. Plants also need food and water. They take water from the soil. They make their own food. The same thing as I explained, that all animals are living things. Why are they living things? Because they can eat, drink, move, breathe, and grow from small to big with time. Same is the case with plants. Plants breathe, but we cannot see them breathing. It doesn't mean they are not living things. They do move. When the wind comes, all the plants move. They eat, they drink. When we give water if you don't give water to the plants, you take 2 plants, you give water to one, don't give water to the other, and see what happens. The one that does not get water, it will die. The one that does get water, it will stay alive. Why? Because they are living things. If you don't give them water, you don't give them food, they will die. So plants make food themselves. Excuse me. Now come down. Some non-living things can move, like a car and an aeroplane. They can move, but they cannot grow, breathe, or eat, just as I told you. And even when they move, an aeroplane needs a pilot to move it. It cannot move itself. A car and an aeroplane are non-living things. This was all the reading of the chapter. Try to read the chapter. Try to watch this video and read it, so that every word that I read, you should know where it is written. You should try to pronounce the words, because this is new for you. If you read it nicely, slowly, don't read it in 5 minutes like the whole chapter in 5. Read first 4 lines. Next day, read the other 4 lines. Try to understand if you read 4 lines, try to understand those. Focus on those. Next day, read more 4. Don't do everything in one day. Slowly and nicely, you will learn. The main points of this chapter are living things grow, move, eat, drink, and breathe. You should remember this. If you remember this, you will be able to tell the difference that this is a living thing, this is not a living thing. These 5 things you need to learn. Just learn them and understand them. And with the help of this, you will be able to point out at anything and say that this is a living thing and this is a non-living thing. Next point is that plants and animals are living things. Human beings are living things. I took name of 3 different categories. That is plants, animals and human beings. We are human beings. We are also living things. This was all about the chapter. Try to read it, understand it, and I've written a few difficult words for you, difficult or new. You may know them already. This is what I read in the chapter. When you read the chapter, these are all the words that you will come across. The first one is grow. Grow means growing from small to big. A change in the size of anything from time to time is growing. Grow. G-R-O-W. Grow. Second one is move. M-O-V-E. Move. Moving from one place to another. This means move. Eat. Everybody knows what eat means. Drink. We know what drink means. The spelling of eat is E-A-T. Spelling of drink, D-R-I-N-K. Drink. Next is breathe. Breathing is, this is breathing. Inhaling and exhaling. Breathing. This is breathe. B-R-E-A-T-H-E. Breathe. All these are new words for you. The other one is living things. This is what the chapter was all about. So if you read so much about something, you're supposed to know the spelling. How will you tell someone what you learned about? You will not be able to write about it if you don't know the spelling. The next one is non-living things. These are all the words that I came across in this chapter, in this lesson, and I thought you will need to learn them. You might not know them, or you might know a few. What I will suggest is you read the chapter, try to understand it. After that, try to read these difficult words, or new words I should say. When you're able to learn them, to read them properly, try to learn one word every day. I always tell you, do not do a lot of stuff in very little time. These are 9 words, don't learn 9 words in one day. You will not remember them. Learn the spelling of one word every day. So by the end of a week, at least you will know 7 words. It will help you if you write about anything, anytime. Next, I have given you questions in the homework. There are 3 questions. Try to do them in the summer vacation task copy, not the classwork copy, not the school one. Don't touch the books. Don't do them in the classwork copy. The summer vacation copies, or if you do on A4 size paper, do it on that. The first question that I gave you was, what are living things? You know what living things are. I just told you a couple of times. What are living things? Living things are the ones that grow, move, eat, drink and breathe. This is the answer to the first question. This is what I told you. If you can write it in your own words, you can move the words here and there, but whatever you write should be the correct spelling and the correct sentence. The sentence should always start with a capital letter. The next question I gave you is, what are non-living things? And that answer has the same words, everything, just with a slight change. Non-living things are the ones that cannot grow, cannot move, cannot eat, cannot drink and breathe. You can write this in an easy way, that living things are the ones that cannot grow, move, eat, drink and breathe. So it's the same words. The difficult words that I picked, the questions that I gave you. The question has the answer to both the questions, what are living things and what are non-living things, has the use of these words, all these words. If you learn these, you'll be able to write the answer, and you will know the answer already because you will know all the spellings in the answer. The last one, the third question is, Write the names of 5 living things around you and 5 non-living things. This is very easy. You can write that with the help of the book that you have. It has a lot of pictures. You can take help from this. I've already written 5 living things, 5 non-living things. Write the names of 5 living things and 5 non-living things. Either take help from the book or the AV8 that I used, or whatever you see around you. This was all about living and non-living things. The first lesson, am I alive or not? It means, am I a living thing or not? I hope you understood what I explained. I tried my best to explain it in as much detail as possible. Try to read the lesson, try to do your homework, and wish you all the best. Thank you.